know, we had a
Anyway, I got approved who I was, and then I lived at 2 a.m.
they bought them by him.
This was taken from 7 playground. This is me with my stamp collection. And it says right on there, 10:48.
So we're trying to figure out what to do later on. So we had 3 of our children. Trying to find a place for them to stay.
Still keep the money. I think
Probably gonna be there for a while.
it's happened twice.
I don't know. I don't remember. I met him years ago at Rochester, or one of his children.
They're making money on it.
We do everything in signals today. No track.
Yeah, when you tell me.
Well, what service?
I tell you, we deliver.
I know you.
Here's to our good health.
Running. Lois, you should make the
You're looking
next one.
healthy enough, so that's good.
A little something here. This is just a patriotic thing. Every week I'm going to pass out something just to look at, whatever. Little information. FYI, they say.
I heard they were just trying to decide it. I guess the board was trying to make a decision. Let us know today.
No gavel. Where's the gavel? Anybody seen that?
I've been in Rochester all my life.
Can't stop the meeting without the gavel.
I know. Well, it's not up there. It's on the list.
It's in the bag.
I use one.
Ow.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Thank
You don't
you.
see that too much.
Got it.
I think at 9:30.
We're all set.
He said he'll start today. I see he's flat out.
Oh, there
Roll
it
there.
is.
Yes, sir.
Dues $20.
Have I got a line? Hello?
Not on, huh?
No.
Is there a button, a switch on it?
No.
2 switches.
There should be a switch on it.
Let's see
Okay.
what they say. Go that way. And now, some switches. Red light's on.
It's a switch, you gotta put it up.
Oh, one down. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Excuse me, this is my breakfast.
All right. Now it's official. I am Al LaRock. I am the president of the Retired Men's and Women's Club of Rochester.
Wow.
Yeah, and I would like to welcome everybody. We've had a few changes all of a sudden here today. Several things have been thrown at us. But I'm glad to be here, and I hope I can help out as a president. I'll be here until the end of December, and then Wally Meisensall will be taking over.
Oh,
But there he is there. Yeah, he's the guy. Anyway, I've been a member of the club probably 15, 16 years now. I think I'm the 57th president. There is some sort of information around. We can't find it. I don't know whether the Y just threw it out on us or just what might have happened. But we're going to try and find, if we can, the history of the club. I know it started in 1960, and I think it was sometime in October. And for that reason, we're thinking of having a 55th anniversary on October 16th or 21st, whatever. I'll have more information on that a little later. Yeah, but if anyone was here 5 years ago, we did have a 50th anniversary, and we had Maggie Brooks, our county executive. Wow. We had, oh, you betcha, big guns. Cheryl Donofo, her sister. I call her sister. She's the county clerk. We had, why can't I think of this now? George Ramel, who was the president of the YMCAs in Monroe County. He was here. We had Christopher Seaman, who happened to be the president and chief conductor of the RPO. No, he was here at the time yet. And we also had the president from the Eastman School of Music. And it turned out to be a pretty good day. I was a little surprised because I had been singing, and Maggie Brooks got up and gave us a nice little acclamation and so on, and gave us a presentation, a plaque. And then she sat down and said, "Okay, I'll start singing to me." Oh boy, I wasn't planning that one, but it was fine. It worked out. Hopefully the same thing will happen this time that we have it in October. Okay, so much for that. A little benediction here. Thanks to John Miller, the book that he's given me on this. it says, a good day. Good morning, Lord. I'm waiting to see what you suggest for me to do for others and how to serve you best. I'm ready now to follow if you will take the lead. Then I can say at sunset, 'twas indeed a good day.
Oh,
That is kind of cute.
That's a nice one.
Okay. Let's have the Pledge of Allegiance. Jack, if you would.
I pledge allegiance to
To
the
the
flag
flag
of the United States of America
and
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Do we have any visitors or guests other than the two people up here? It doesn't look like it.
15.
Okay.
can take cash.
And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15 with John. If anybody's keeping track. Okay. Old business. Any old business from the floor?
Just a,
Any old people from the floor?
the picnic turned out well.
It
Yes,
was
it
very
did.
nice.
Yes,
Very nice.
considering what we had to do, it turned out very good. It was a nice little park.
Yes.
A lot of people enjoyed it,
The weather
And,
cooperated.
and the weather definitely did cooperate. The cooking could have been a little better, wouldn't you say?
Well,
Okay.
well,
It was okay.
Anyway, and also during the summer, the County of Monroe puts on a senior day for the various senior centers and Legacy and Fleming Point and so on. And Millie happened to be there. Minnie happened to be there,
Minnie, all right.
and we had a good time. It was a nice day, wasn't it?
Very nice, yes.
All right.
Okay. Let's see.
You were there?
Business. Oh, under old business, the dues are gonna be due and hopefully paid by, I would say October 15th, since we're starting one week later. John Miller is in charge of that, he is our treasurer. And the dues are $20. Let's make sure we get that in on time for him, please. Okay.
Same price?
Yes, $20.
Are we meeting every week?
Yes, there was a little confusion on that. When we left in the spring, we didn't have enough speakers. So we said, okay, we'll meet every other Wednesday. However, we have a plethora of speakers right now, shall we say.
All
And,
right.
As a result, yes, we are having meetings every week.
Okay.
But having said that, there's 2 openings in November. We had them signed on, and they're politicians. And in fact, it was Judy Sinclair and her husband. And as it turns out, they're going to take time off from their life and take their kids camping somewhere. So they're not available for those 2 weeks that I had them scheduled. Because they worked all summer. And they promised the kids that once the elections were over, they'd take them, which made sense.
Yes.
So they called recently, and now we have 2 openings for November. If anybody knows of someone, let us know. We'd appreciate it. Get a hold of Warren. Okay. Now, dues, old business, new business. Any new business on the floor? Yes, John?
Show you a treasury report.
Sure. Oh, yes.
As of the start of today, we had $229.60. We owe Al money, $200 for the reservation for the Christmas
Right.
party.
Yes.
And I owe John Honan, I don't know, $90 for the pavilion for the picnic next week.
Yeah, something like that, John. Yeah.
So, when we get your dues, then we can pay up.
Don't have enough.
Now, is that after the 200 and so on, 290 was taken out, or before?
No, that's
It's before.
before. Yeah.
We're down to about 12 cents, right?
We're negative. We're negative now.
Dues in-
You're negative.
Okay.
$60 in dues in today, so
Yeah.
I think we could make our, we're down to 0, but okay.
Oh, there's some more. Many.
Well, we can always bring out our credit cards if we have to. All right, let's see here. New business, okay. Treasurer's report, what else we got? Under new business,
All of us.
on the 30th of October,
September.
we are going to the Military History Society of Rochester, it's called, and it's we call it the War Museum. And it's over at Village Gate, We'll have our meeting there, I believe, rather than have a meeting here. Is that what we planned? Yeah, okay. And what we need to do, though, is get a count of how many people would be interested in coming there as opposed to here for that meeting. Can I see by a show of hands? Anyone interested?
September 30th.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Hold on.
8, 9,
September 30th.
myself 10. We have 10 at this time only.
Al, is it really Village Gate or it's the building next to it there?
Well, yeah, all right,
Can you raise your hands, please, again? I'll pass out these,
It's on there,
things.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
I know
right on
it.
Anderson Avenue.
yeah, I know where it is.
Fabrics and findings. And there's parking right there too.
Yeah, it's up above where Fabrics and Findings was.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Free park.
Jack, you wanna go?
Yeah.
All right, how about any committees reporting? I don't think we have any committees right now.
I can.
Yes.
Jack?
If you parked in, I know where it is.
Jack, you wanna go?
Yeah, if you parked in the garage, you can't get your,
Wally?
you can't get your,
Yeah, okay.
stamp.
Yeah, we're still in a new business. Yeah, the parking arrangement had changed, needless to say.
Oh, I got.
They're tearing up Scioto Street quite a bit, or I should say the East End Garage quite a bit. But you can still get in on the Scioto Street side. I think most people did. And they will validate your tickets from the Y as well, even though it says $4 per car. So that's the thing to do. I didn't realize that at the time, because we had called yesterday, and at the Y they said, no, it's a $4 charge, period. So I parked on the street. And they're not going to validate anything there, of course. But you may want to remember, still park in the East End Garage, but go on the Scioto Street side. Okay. No committee reports. Do we have any committees, actually?
Yes, I'd like to, put a bug in somebody's ear. If I'm gonna take over the presidency after the first of the year, I would appreciate if somebody would think about taking my spot as secretary. It would be really help me out, if possible. So think about it between now and then, if anybody would wanna take over my thing. Otherwise, I gotta try to,
I'm always here, I can do
Oh, there
it.
you
you
go.
got a pitch in, Jerry? Okay, thank you.
Just let me know what to do. But
Yeah.
Don't tell me now.
Yeah.
Very good. Thanks, Sherry. Okay. And let's call Jack Ernest again for the sunshine report. Any sunshine today?
The 30th.
Too much. Uh-oh.
30th of September. Okay, what are we on now, son?
Sunshine report.
Sunshine, but it's not me. First of all, on your membership, during the summer, we had some changes, not too many of them, but I know that there are probably some more that I haven't got a hold of yet. We know that there are going to be probably 2 people not returning for reasons that I don't know of. In all cases, one I do. And those that I do not expect to see back here for a while is Jim Sheridan. Jim, I understand, is okay, but his wife has a serious health problem. And Bob Snyder is the other person who has resigned. His dues ran out at the end of last year. He probably will not be back either. During the summer, in fact, just about a week ago, I ran into, and so did Al, we saw Fred Lampe. Fred and his wife are doing very, very well. He played, his 3-piece orchestra played at a function put on by the Greece Senior Citizens Group. He looks great, his wife is fine. He resigned 2 years ago, and so I don't expect he will be returning either.
He said he might come back,
Possibly,
just
but
as a guest.
as a guest, yeah. So Don Walters called me yesterday. Don is doing very well. His problem is basically transportation, coming in and back out to Scottsville where he lives. Now, there's a possibility Don may come back. The depends on his son-in-law, who works here in the city, can bring him in. And then Doris and I have volunteered to take him back home. What he was having to do was stay in the city until his son finished work in the late afternoon and picked him up at the library over at on St. Paul Street there, the main library. And he would have to stay there for most of the day until the son-in-law picked him back up. And I said, that's kind of silly. I said, because he wasn't getting home until about 8 o'clock in the evening. So Doris and I volunteered we would take him back if he came to the meeting, so we got a ride. Brian Smith, during the summer, underwent knee replacement again, this time for the left knee. Brian spent 17 days in the Unity Hospital, 3 days for surgery, and then he stayed at Unity for rehab for another 14 days. He is home. He is still in quite a bit of discomfort. He takes morphine as needed. He has not been cleared yet for driving, but he sounds good. He attends the same church as Kenny Scott does, and Kenny reported that he does walk fairly well with a cane, but there is a lot of discomfort at the same time. Now, this weekend, I believe Brian is attending a scouting function, not so much activity with the kids, but he's going to be in more the administrative field where he spends most of his time sitting down because of that need. Got word from one of our members here that Art Mance and his wife have moved from their permanent home. They have now moved into a senior citizens residence. He is not driving at all anymore. His wife is driving, but she is not in the best of health, although nothing really life-threatening there. She doesn't feel too comfortable driving city traffic anymore.
Just 94 years old.
And,
Wow.
yeah, they're both up there. And they have moved. They are in the Episcopal home on Mount Hope Avenue. They're in the senior section. And they're still able to take care of themselves, so far as I know.
Independent living.
And they call it independent living.
Yeah.
So he and his wife are at the Episcopal home.
The one on
Now,
Mount Hope.
On the happy side, those are the ones I know about. I know that there are others out here who are out there that I don't know about. So time will tell who comes back and who doesn't. I've talked to John in the past about the dues. We would both appreciate the dues being turned in as quickly as possible, because that way I can get to write out a new roster and get some idea of who we have and who we haven't. I don't want to be in a position where, even though it's on my computer, of having to change it every other week for somebody's change of status. So the sooner we get those dues in, the quicker I can get a roster out and get an idea of what we are having. Right now, we're hovering between 22 and 25 members, but time will tell on that. Now, the best part of this. In the past, I've mentioned to you our senior member, Floyd Crellin. Floyd is our only member at 104 and still going strong. Now, you'll see why in a few minutes. I maintain contact with Floyd through his son. The son, some years ago, moved his father to a senior citizens complex just outside of Boston, where the son is living. And my only contact is to contact the son to get to Floyd. So just about a month ago, I asked the son how Floyd was doing, and he said, Jack, he said, you wouldn't believe it. Every physical this gentleman has had at 104, he has passed with no sign of any kind of problem, life-threatening or otherwise. The last report he gave me was that they had a little bit of a problem with vision and a little bit of a problem with hearing. Other than that, he's fine. I'm going to pass around a picture of Floyd. You will not believe this. If I have told you he was 104 you look at this, he looks like he's 85. All his functions are there. There is no sign of anything life-threatening. He's doing excellent. And if we could all be like this, you would not believe it. That's Floyd. I'll pass this around. Two photographs. Anyone
You
enjoy
gotta
it?
remember what he did for a living.
Yeah, he was, when I contacted the son after he sent me those photos, Floyd was at one time a professional dancer.
Oh, okay.
He and his brother ran for many, many years a dance studio in downtown Rochester in the corner of Main and Clinton, which is now the Tower building there. They were professional dancers, and they both were very, very healthy. On Floyd's 100th birthday, it happened to fall on the anniversary date of the Boston Red Sox Fenway Park baseball stadium. Somehow they made arrangements to get Floyd to a Red Sox game, and when he came in at the 7th inning stretch, they had the celebration of the 100th anniversary of Fenway Park. But at the same time, they flashed on the scoreboard that there was one person in attendance whose birthday was the same day. It happened to be Floyd. So they had both Floyd's name and Fenway Park running the rest of the afternoon on the gigantic scoreboard you see out there on the green monster fence. And we had a party for him afterwards at the home where he is now. They invited a girl who was a professional dancer, and the word I got back from his son was that he taught her some stuff she'd never seen before. So, gotta say at 104 and a half, coming into 105, he's doing extremely well. If we can be like him, we've got nothing to be, a lot of things to be grateful for. Enjoy the photos. I would like them back, please.
Okay. Wow, 104. Well, you know, his bloodline is great, the mother and father and so on. In fact, Floyd heard just the other day that he had to leave Boston to get back to Philadelphia where the family had lived because his father just died. Anyway, speaking of humor, might as well stand up and give us a little. He's on again.
People are gluttons. I will say one thing, public announcement. For those of you who are living in the city, this weekend starts the third annual Rochester entertainment program called Fenzi. And I'm participating in that on this coming Saturday afternoon. I have to sing with my group at the new theater, which used to be it's called the Lyric Theater now. It's on Prince Street in Maine, East Avenue. We have an hour performance to do there as part of that Rochester Fenzi group. So I'm going to be in that. As to humor, when I was drafted back in 1951 into the Army, I got into basic training, and all of us who went in often wondered what kind of intelligence at times our officers had. And because we all called them 90-day wonders, meaning most of them had just come out of ROTC training. So I found this, and I thought it was a little humorous because it brought back some memories. It happens to deal with an enlisted man who had the same rank that I did, and I kind of wish maybe sometimes I hadn't got there when I hear this. It goes like this. The commanding officer had grown anxious over rumors of an impending airstrike from the enemy. So he summoned a corporal. I want you to climb that mountain and report any signs of military activity, he ordered. The corporal trudged up the mountain. Now, I never quite got to that part, but as soon as he crossed the ridge, he saw a squadron of planes heading their way. Planes coming, he promptly roared back. The officer said, "Are they friends or enemies?" The corporal again lifted his binoculars to the sky. "Well, they're flying very close together," he replied. "I think they must be friends." Well, you know, sometimes you wonder. Another little quick one I found has to do with a party goer. It reads like this. One party goer tried to impress another by boasting about his exploits at sea. After the ship went down, he said, I survived a week in open water on just a can of sardines. Wow, his companion said. However, did you keep from falling off?
That's right.
I'm going to quit there while I'm at.
Yeah, you better. That was.
I'm going to retire for the rest of
As
the
far as the Sunshine Club report, that ought to be gloom and doom report. Wow, that's bad. One item about
A lot on here, I don't.
Don Walters may get a ride in from Art Reimer.
Art Reimer is another question.
Yeah, well, he
He's
said he may
talking-
be coming.
He's talking about moving now out of the Rochester area.
Yeah, no, possibly going up to see his girlfriend there.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, one of those things.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we have to do some singing. If anybody'd like to. No? Good, we'll skip it.
All right, that's good.
We'll try.
We'll do a little.
Now,
Yes.
we sing happy birthday to anybody that had a birthday. Whatever.
No, we can't. No, there's not enough time. No, we can't. All right. Is anyone having a birthday in September? Well, that takes care of that. Anybody here having a birthday in September?
I hit 58.
Is this September?
Yeah, I hit 58.
Well, okay.
All
I
right.
believe half of that.
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jack. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Jack.
The,
All right.
the actual figure is 85.
Hey,
All right.
just kind of reverse it a little, eh?
It sounds better though at 58.
Let's see, page 3. America the Beautiful. See how good my voice is. Page 3. Okay. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesty, above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. Just don't enter anymore, I don't think. That'll be enough. All right, let's see. Does anyone have any requests? Good.
Okay.
Well, in that case, I think I'll sit down. No, here is, let's try page 4. Oh, before we do, we got a word that we've got to use here. It's called ain't. All you guys, you know ain't is the start of what? Ain't she sweet? See, you're coming down the street. Now I ask you very confidentially, ain't she sweet? We'll stop there. How's that? That's for our speaker. Okay.
Al,
Yes.
go back to new business or whatever,
Well,
old business or whatever we want to call it. Did you mention about the new times that they said they want us to come here on Wednesdays?
no, I didn't. Yeah.
That's
is that
changed too,
official,
the
though?
times.
Is it official? They want us here at, starting at 9:30 to come in, so that at 10 o'clock the speakers would, well, let's see, if we come in at 9:30, speakers wouldn't start till about 10:15 or so.
That's
So we, between 9:30 and 10, we would have our social hour, and then the speakers would start maybe at 10:15.
and that's because, not today, but at certain weeks, they have a corporate, like the YMCA has a corporate or business meeting here on Wednesday mornings from 7 to 9. And they want a half hour to clean it out and set up for us. That's why.
Certain Wednesdays, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. But every
You never
Wednesday,
know.
we're gonna come in at 9:30, though.
Yeah.
We'll start at 9:30 every Wednesday.
9:30, okay.
Very minutes.
Pardon me?
I got a question on the,
You all set?
what's the date of this military?
October,
September
September
30th.
30th.
Is that a Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I see they're
It's in
only
the
open
schedule.
on Thursdays and Fridays, according
They've got a special for us.
They gotta open it up.
Yeah, we've already gone through that with them.
to just wondering.
They're all set.
I'm gonna
Okay,
call
in
them
fact-
and let them know.
There will be a schedule made up, I believe, sometime soon, Craig? Perhaps? After we get the times down and all
Yeah,
that sort of thing?
yeah, so then I can- yeah.
Yeah, we gotta go over a few of the changes.
Remember, he was the fellow that came here and talked about the battle on Lake Ontario and
The War of
War of
1812.
1812, yeah.
Okay, now where are we back to? Okay,
Beer Barrel Polka.
yeah, Bear Barrel Polka. Let's try page 4. Babyface. That's an easy one. Most people know it. If you're over the age of 60. That leaves you out. You go out the other room if you want. I love it. My kids hear me sing stuff and they, where'd you get that from? Okay. Baby face, you got the cutest little baby face. There's not another one could take